Oh, hello. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to nwAno. It's Wednesday gossip night where we discuss everything that we lay our hands on. Once again, welcome. Good evening. What is happening around you? What is happening? What is happening? There's a number on the screen. Plus 44744982386. That's the number to join the program. Okay, so as well, you can comment on the comment section as well. We will read them out. Okay. So once again, good evening and welcome to Gossip Night. There's something that most times we always ignore a little bit most times, let's just put it that way. We ignore some things. We don't often hear positive things about Africa most times, especially when it comes to men. When it comes to men, we don't it's hardly you see people talking positive positive things about African men. Many other African nations, I think they could imitate something from Kenya. I don't know if I don't know what Kenya they are doing. Kenya they are doing great. I don't really know what's the secret. If someone from Kenya maybe is joining us tonight, please, I would like to hear from them. Anyone from Kenya that's joining us tonight, I want to know what is it that they are doing that other African countries would like to emulate from them, because Kenya they are doing well. Okay, seriously, Kenya they are doing well. There's this man from Kenya. His name is Mr. Paul Wawuri. I hope I pronounce it well. Paul Wawuri is a physics teacher. I think, let me see if I can bring out his picture. Okay. Yes, that's the man there. Mr. Paul Wawuri is from Kenya. That's his name. Okay, Mr. Paul is a physics teacher. I think he's noticing his community, the area where he is. There's no one in that area that has an e-bike, electric bike. So he ordered one abroad to use because he's still a teacher, physics teacher. So he wants to commit to work every morning. He said to himself, I need a electric bike. So he ordered electric bike, used that bike to go to work. Unfortunately, the bike spoiled and he couldn't go to work. So he has no other option than to fix it. So that's where the problem is. He tried to fix the electric bike. You know how it is. Most times when we order things abroad, then when this thing spoiled, you need to buy the parts, you need to buy all the stuff to to fix it. Mostly in Africa, we like fixing things, unlike here in the Western world, where if things spoil, you can take it back to the way you bought it, or you can change it, or you can just fling it and buy a new one. Africa, because of how things are expensive there, African prefer to manage and manage and fix their problems. So this man, like I was saying, he's a physics teacher from Kenya. So what he did was he went and looked for alternative. He bought used laptops. Laptops. He bought used laptops, and I think it was a little bit cheaper, around 37 American cents. That's 50 Kenya shillings. That's how much he bought that. So what he did, he separated the functions. He separated the function cells, the cells. He removed everything and take the non-function cells and make a rechargeable battery. He made a rechargeable battery with that. So He also gathered old motorcycles. He went and just go and look for old motorcycles, the frames, and use the frames and take out the engines, remove the engines. And what did he do? He installed the batteries inside the engines, the batteries that he did with the old laptops, all the stuff that he picked up from there. So he installed that to make a power, to generate power that will run the bike. So that's, you know what I say, that most times when you suffer a lot, when you pass through a lot of things, yeah, you pass through suffering sometimes. It gives you idea. It gives you, I'd say innovations. It comes to your mind that you start trying to find ways to make yourself better. So this physics teacher, what did he do? He's a Kenyan man. So he used old laptops, he pick up the batteries and all that, then to do what? To make a rechargeable battery, which he will use for the bike, e-bike, electric bike. And after assembling everything and all that, it will take him just like a 60 voltage to power the electric bike. Okay. So when you charge the electric bike, the battery, when it's fully charged, maybe around 45 minutes, it can charge. So it will just take you for roughly 100 kilometers before you have to recharge it again. Do you understand? So think about it. The battery, maybe you order from abroad, you need to order it, then bring it back. Maybe the time factors and everything put together, and the cost, everything. It's going to be a little bit expensive. But through his own ideas and everything, as a physics teacher, what did he do? He found alternative. It cost him only what? How much? 37 American cents, less than $1. He produced his own battery, which at the end of the day, he start like doing what? Start selling them, trying to teach other people how to do this. You understand? But you will not see, I don't think you're going to hear these things in the mainstream media and all that. This is something that they're supposed to sponsor. This is something the government of that Kenya supposed to bring this man closer and sponsor, ask him what ways he did that. If there's other ways they can sponsor and support him, they will do that. You understand? Which is good. That's what I'm saying. I don't know really what Kenyans they are doing. A lot of them, they are doing a lot of things as well. Even I'll show you as well another thing from Kenya. Kenya increase in charging points, encourage electric vehicles. Africa, Kenya, majority of them, they are using like what the man did, the physics teacher, using the electric bike. Now there's a lot of what? Charging units, a lot of them in Kenya, in Nairobi, that now they're encouraging their citizens to buy what? A lot of electric vehicles. All these bikes you see, most of them are using electric. And that is Kenya. That is Kenya. They are moving forward. They are going faster than every other African countries. And that's what I'm asking. If someone from Kenya that is watching us tonight, I would like to call, if possible, just try to call us and tell us what you guys are doing. Wow, what is happening in Kenya that other countries in Africa, they are not emulate. They won't like to emulate what is happening in Kenya, because Kenya, they're moving fast. They're trying their best. They're doing well. Seriously, they are doing very, very well. I'm telling you. And as well, I think they have constant electricity. I think so. Okay. For them to put all their effort in producing and pushing electric vehicle. Unlike some other countries in Africa where when when they get electricity, they might have electricity for 2 or 3 days in a week. Then the other week, or other days or something, they might not see electricity again. So in those kind of area, I don't think this kind of things will work. Understand? But what I'm saying, they are doing well. They are doing well. Okay, and if you're watching us, if you know much, if you know how and what how they are doing, and the area Kenyans they are doing well, let us know. Okay. All right. Is there gossip night as well? Like I said to you, we touch on everything. We touch on everything. We touch on everything. All right. Yes, if you another thing I want to look into is I want to point out is watch if you're watching. Yes, I think maybe if you can see on the screen, yeah, there's a house there. This is where Prime Minister of Canada. That's the residential house. Okay. If you see there, the problem is that the house, the house is having dams. It's having a lot of problems. The windows are cracked, broken plumbing. It got damp, even having electrical problems. The electrical system, according to them, they said is considered to be a fire hazard. Okay, why am I pointing this? What I'm pointing out is that some of their citizens, this is where their prime minister, the residents, where they're supposed to live. But some of their citizens, they are they are saying that the negligence, how the president or the prime minister neglect the house, they're supposed to be repaired. That even the party, right, they're supposed to repair the house. They're not putting any effort into repairing the house and all that. So the lack of maintenance and everything, they're saying that is a lack of, it's a form of corruption. I mean, it says it's a form of corruption for them not to maintain the house where the prime minister lives. They're not repairing the electricity, the damps in the house, the everything. The house is having a little problem, and because of that, they said that the money that they will spend now to repair the house that is going to cost them more because had it been like the prime minister or the previous prime ministers, they put in money to maintain the house up to this time, that it couldn't have cost them more. Then I'll start like I just said to myself, thinking about this. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if can you imagine if this is Aso Rock in Nigeria? Let's just put it that way. It's Aso Rock in Nigeria, or you can say number 10 Downing Street in London. Okay, where British Prime Minister leaves, something like that. Then, or you talking about White House in America, White House. Okay, so all those countries, I don't know about where, I don't know where the country where you're watching us from, your leader, where they live or where they reside, but due to carelessness, due to lack of maintenance, they will say to you that he wants to repair the house or where they live. Most countries they will not even. I don't know. It's not supposed to be a news. I don't think it's supposed to be something they will look into because most of them. Okay, let's just say Nigeria. Okay, you go to Aso Rock. You hear news that the house is dumped, the electricity and everything is messed up and all that. They want to refurbish the house and all that. Nobody. Wow. Which estimate if they call the money they were gonna use to do that? Yeah, come on, the money is gonna feed some people there in Canada, but they are complaining about that. Okay, so about repairing that, what I was trying to point out is that lack of negligence and lack of maintenance to the house, they say that is a form of corruption. They should come down to some countries in the third world here and know what is corruption. Some people will even use that if the house is still in order, most leaders will come into the house there. What they will do, even if there's no problem in the house, they will give you their own quote in order to siphon and take some money for themselves. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, but in this country, in Canada, where they are, the house of the prime minister, he has to even seek consent before he repair where he lives. He have to seek consent before he do any refurbishment in the house. that is that is strange. I think so. I don't know what you think about that. I don't know what you think about that. Okay. Like I said, this is a gossip night, so we discussing a lot of things around the world. Like I ask where you are, what is happening around you? What is happening around you? And the number is open. You can call me and let me know what is happening around you, where you are. Okay. +447449823876. That's the WhatsApp number. Call. Join the program. All right. Okay. I don't know if most of you that are following us, that most of family, nwAno families have been joining us and following us in what we are doing. Okay. If you remember, there's one topic that we discussed about. We said that why why Africans in diaspora, they don't like to invest in their country. They don't like to go home to invest. Apparently, there are some people, some of them that go to abroad, that come to Europe, come to the Western world. They didn't just come to hustle. They just come here to acquire knowledge. When they acquire knowledge, what they will do, they will go back home to execute their own plan or open a company or do some things. Okay. Also, there's now I'm going to Ghana. I'm going to Ghana. All right. So eh, there's this man from Ghana. What I'm trying to say is this: in Africa, most times we need to hype ourselves, congratulate ourselves. Sometimes if we do something good, it's not only hearing about bad things that we do in Africa, what people do in Africa, especially our brothers in Africa. You understand? So this man, Mr. Michael Tete from Ghana, is turning broken glasses and bottles into handmade glassware. All right. So let me just give you a little background about what he did. So this man, he left Ghana. He left Ghana to Holland. He went to Netherlands. So in Netherlands, he acquired knowledge. He registered himself to one company that train glass blowers. Glass blower, I don't know if you know what's glass blower. People that produce glass. Sometimes some of them like fancy glass and all that. Okay, they will use bottles, glasses, metals like maybe um, window glasses and all that. The ones that are broken, they will recycle them and use it to produce fanciful glasses and all that. So this Mr. Tete, that's why he went to Netherlands, Holland to study. He studied that. After when he finished, he went back to Africa. He went back to Ghana, and his mindset was to do what to contribute in environmental conservation. Okay, so he opened his own small company. If you see there, if you see the even the zinc and all that, how we do in Africa, it's not that maybe fancy for up to standard to the people in Europe or something, but he started somewhere. So what he did, he just went and do what? He pick up broken bottles, waste glass and broken glasses, windows and all that. He pick up all of that. So to the extent that people start bringing, he will buy from them. So what he recycled them. After recycling them, he used them to do what? Handmade glassware. He produced some, you know, fancy glasses that he have to sell. He's designed, he built almost all the equipment and machineries. The machinery, the machine that he used to produce those handmade glasses, all of that, including the cleans and anode. That's what they call anode. He used to heat and cool. Like when they heat the glasses to, to melt and all that. He was the one that produced himself. He produced that himself what? To do what? To lower cost. So that when he produced those fancy glasses, it would not be much expensive the way it is in Europe and all that, so that it will reach to average Ghanaian. You understand? So these are things that most times we don't really hear in mainstream radios or mainstream televisions. Even most of our some of people, all our people that are on the internet or whatever I call it. Okay, those are things people. There are some people in Africa, some of our brothers, they are coming to abroad. They've studied to go back. When we ask that, why are many of them now investing in their country? Some countries, some of them are investing. Some of them are trying their best to put in. Some of them are even like trying to employ. This guy now employ people, and his mindset is that later in future he will open he will open a school to teach. Okay, he will open a school in Ghana to do what? Teach, produce second generation of Michael Tete, people that will do what? Produce, and people that will, you know, open up, push the company forward and all that. You understand? Those are the things that most times you don't hear. All like that. Most of them are doing well. They are doing stuff. They are doing well. Okay, but what I'm asking, people in Kenya, a lot of things happening in Kenya that I would like people, if someone is in Kenya, call me, let me know. Or you're watching us from Ghana as well, please just maybe a comment is okay. Let us know what's going on. What are those things that you guys are doing that other countries are not like emulating from you, especially brothers in Nigeria, Cameroon, and all that, that they are not following up. What are those things that you guys are doing? What is it that your government is doing that other countries, other leaders have to like emulate? Understand? All right. It's part of what we're discussing this evening. So the line is open. You can call me and let me know if you're watching us from there, or if you're anywhere watching and you have a little bit idea of what those people are doing in their countries that other leaders now have to emulate or have to look into, or most what their citizens are doing that others have to do what emulate as well. You understand? Okay. And then you know that there's no way that's there's no way there's no way we're gonna like discuss anything we're discussing this evening without reaching to Nigeria. Okay. I will say Nigeria is one of the giant of Africa. So when Nigerian news or what anything coming from Nigeria is always loud. All right. So okay, let's go to Nigeria. If you are familiar or if you are conversant with Nigeria, you will notice that they have a new naira note. Nigeria have a new naira note. Okay, so the new naira note is circulating, and which the banks and everything, they said the bank from tomorrow the old naira note will not be in existence anymore, according to the banks and the Nigeria government and all that. Okay, but the problem is that there's a bit of concern with the circulation of the new naira note. A bit of concern. A lot of people are having issues with that. Many people are struggling even to get the new naira notes, even those that put their money in the bank. They are finding it difficult to withdraw money. Now you see that there's a lot of queue, most of the banks and a lot of queues in the most of the ATM machines. So people are even fighting and all that. Okay. But the problem, what I'm going to discuss this evening is not about getting the money or that. I'm going to discuss about why people, the new money, some people are finding it difficult to differentiate between the new notes, the new money, and the fake money, because there's a lot of fake money in circulation as well. Understand? There's a lot of fake money in circulation. Yeah, hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, which one do you want to talk about?
Gossip, I wan contribute on wetin dey happen for Nigeria
Okay.
since na gossip night.
Okay.
So the issue, how I wish our diasporas they are viewing what is happening here in Nigeria because of the new naira note. You know, they change our naira to a new one, 200, 500, and 1,000 naira note has been changed, and the deadline was 31st January 2023. And the people, everybody, due to the fear and what the CBN has been saying, that if you did not deposit or lodge your old money into the bank, you cannot change it again. Out of that fear, and that many people lodge their money. Now, the CBN has extended it to 10th February.
Okay, have they
But the
they've
problem is,
extended it now?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
they have extended it to 10th February.
All right.
But the problem we are having now, there's no money in circulation. You need to go to bank. When you deposit your old money, you exchange it with new money. But nothing like that in the bank. Could you believe that some ATM, what they said that is only the ATM machine that will be distributing the new money or dispensing the money. But let me use my bank as bank. For 5 days, the ATM did not work. If you ask them, they say they do not have the new money. If you go to line now, as they extended it, will you believe that they are still paying with old money? There's no new money. People are suffering. They want to run a cashless
economy.
But I don't know. I don't know whether they plan it well or not.
They didn't.
But I know what we are.
Okay, go on.
What we are the gossip this night is the suffering is too much for the masses. No new money, no transaction. Only people that have, maybe if you have the banking app in your phone, you can do transfer, or you have your ATM, and the supermarket or the people who want to buy, they will have their own POS machine. After buying, you can use it and pay. But apart from that, nothing. And another gossip, could you believe that our fuel now, 1 liter of fuel is 500 naira? Could you believe that?
500 naira now.
A liter, 500 naira. So the people in Nigeria are suffering. The suffering here is too much. When our brother,
is it black market? Is it a black market or just like
Yes. In filling station, black market should be 700 or 650. Filling station, 500 naira a liter. I bought 450 in one filling station in the evening, but in the morning I bought 500. So the problem in Nigeria is multiplying every day. No solution, nothing. The masses are suffering. No money in circulation. Anything, any commodity you want to buy, the prices, they have hacked the price. Man, it's too much here. It's too much. It's too much.
Oh, come on.
So that's my gossip this night.
Okay.
And when the one thing you said that our diasporas don't like to invest here in Nigeria because the government don't cease to do anything for the masses. They don't help. You see somebody that wants to invest here in his country, a lot of taxes, a lot of revenues, a lot of payments are involved. So that's the thing.
Okay.
I may rest my case here.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
Okay. So still discussing about the new Naira notes that they introduced Nigeria. Understand? So according to him now, according to someone that is in Nigeria, the person that called said that they've extended it to February, 10th of February, giving them a little bit of time anyway. So, but if you, like I said, he said as well that there's no money out there, and which have given some people, some criminals, the opportunity to do what? To start circulating fake money. I would like you to just watch this with me.
Irele
Okay.
local airport route permit 2022. Urban city carry permit 2022. Federal ocean terminal refinery route permit 2022.
Not this one. Just watch the fake, how some people.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Please be very, very careful of this new note money. There is fake people who are printing fake money. These are the fake money, fake 1,000 naira note. These are the fake 1,000 naira note that are printing, giving people for the POS machine. So please and please be very, very careful. Observe very well. The original 1,000 naira have the Nigerian coat of arms. This fake 1,000 naira doesn't have anything on it. If you check at the back of the 1,000 naira, there is CBN, the root. But inside the main original one is written that CBN 1,000. But this one, they have write it on top of it, back of the 1,000 naira. This is fake note. Please take care of it. There is 500 naira, 1,000 naira, all sorts of note. This new money. So you should be very, very careful, POS operators. Bring that one that has spoiled, the spoiled one, that spoiled one that will suck inside the water. If you suck it inside water, it will be damaged. Instance, as you put it inside water, it will be damaged, it will melt. This is how it melts. This is how it will turn to. So be very, very careful. Open it, let me see. Open it, open it. This is one of the POS operator. They have given this fake money that people should be very, very careful on this fake money. So they are out now to do people with this fake money. Please and please be careful. Immediately when you put it inside water, the money will melt. Please, if they give you, if you are not clear with it, put it inside water. Carry one of the note, put it inside the water. The money will be melted. Thank you for understanding. Please share as much as you can if you come across of this video. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, like you can see, if you see what the video, the first one was someone producing fake money, and most those fake money, like you see, some people that are in the villages and some other places, they might not even know that something like this is happening. They will not even know that fake money, and people will use that to go and buy stuff from them and all that. Then they will take that money, believing that is money that I don't know, man. This is ridiculous. Okay, so and that's Nigeria. All right, it's crazy. Understand? We're gonna discuss about this. Understand? We're gonna discuss about how, what way would they curtail this? What is really happening? What is happening where you are? And before we do that, I want to remember those that are celebrating birthdays this week. Those that are celebrating birthdays this week. I got two people celebrating with us. Okay, we have a happy birthday to Blossom Lizzie and Chidera Emmanuel. Happy birthday, guys. And I got jingles for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
All right, guys. Happy birthday. Okay, I wish you guys whatever you wish yourself, and God Almighty give you guys blessings and long life. All right, happy birthday. Okay, we're still on what is happening around you. Okay, the video we watch is about the currency, the new currency, the naira notes that is circulating in Nigeria. The government they introduced Nigeria CBN. They could introduce a new currency, a new naira note, which many of Nigerian citizens they're struggling as well to lay their hands on them. Like what the guy that called earlier, what he was saying. Understand that it's difficult for them to even to get there, unless maybe you have a banker that you want to use to buy things online or something like that. Which, if you want a cash, that you have to struggle to get one. And that which, because of that, he warrants some criminals to do what? They take the advantage to print fake money and all that, which is being in circulation. Some of them, like what the video we watch, said that if someone give you any new money, that you need to like dip it inside the water or try to soak it inside the water, pour water on it. That the fake ones always melt because it's paper. Okay, it's paper. If you watch, if you watch if you watch the video, if you watch the video, you can see that. All right. So with that, there's no coming up. So with that, they're spreading the fake money and all that. So they're telling people how to put it deep inside water. If there's someone give you the new money, put it inside the water and just find out and know that is fake money or not. Understand? If it's a fake money, it will melt, it will dissolve. Okay, because it's a paper. Understand that that's also happening, which is not good, which is not really good. It's not right. Okay, and I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't really know why they're doing that. Understand? So if you, I don't know where you're watching us from. What is really happening around your area? What is happening? What is happening your side? What is happening? Okay, what is happening? If you sometimes when we talk about some parents, you can say some parents, some of them, the way they treat their kids sometimes, the way they treat their children, just in the name of teaching them right and wrong, in the name of punishment. Sometimes they go to extreme. They go to extreme, and many children, many kids in Africa, they're experiencing this. Okay, they're experiencing this, and I don't know. You need to stop.
I
You need to
found this
stop.
video on Crime Faces. Some African families believe that hitting and flogging their kids is a good method to correct them and teach them the proper thing. But what do you think of this family and the way they treated their kids? Is this behavior not illegal? How can some mother be so cruel to the extent that she can do this kind of damage to a child and her husband will not say anything, or he pretend that he's not aware of what is going on in his house under his roof? Is it frustration, anger, or pure wickedness?
They say so. This is I don't know. That's children. Their biological parents did that to them. Okay, they did that to them. A mother did that to her own children. She did that to her own kids. She did that to her own kids. I don't know. Look at their backs. Look at the damage. Just I want to I just don't want to. I want to say it again. Okay, they play that. Okay, is is difficult. See their backs. What they did to those kids. Okay, and I don't know. Some parents sometimes you start wondering and you start asking questions. Are they really their kids? And the way they treat some kids, the way they treat some children, the way they maltreat them, the way they just all in the name of punishment, all in the name of teaching them right. You understand? They flog, they use, I don't know, because that is not normal. That is not normal. How can you do that to children? How can you do that to a child? Let to know your own children, biological children. How can you do that to someone? Understand? And they're treating just like whatever, I don't know what is it that the child or the kid would do that they would receive this kind of punishment. They're back. They're back. They're back. Okay. It's just like, I don't know, it's like sand. They just cry. Oh gosh. Okay. What kind of wickedness is that? What kind of wickedness is that? And most times those children, those kids will be receiving or getting all this cane or getting all this punishment on a daily basis. They will not say anything. Nobody will know about it. If not because of maybe the neighbors or teachers find out what's happening, there's no way they're going to know about this. They're back. The two brothers, is their mother doing the same, just like maltreat them every day, smacking them every day, flogging them. Understand? And the husband didn't say anything. He just pretended as if he didn't see nothing. He didn't see what happened. He doesn't know what is happening. He doesn't know what anything. He didn't know nothing until he was arrested. Shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. And I don't know why the people are still doing it. I don't know why some parents are still doing it. I don't even know why some people are still doing the same thing. Some of them, they're doing that to their mates. They're doing that to their, I don't know, nephew, their niece. They're just taking advantage of children, innocence, and everything, just like maltreat them anyhow they want, treating them anyhow they want. I understand that you have to punish your kids. I understand that you have to, like, to find ways, okay, to correct them. But getting to the extreme of hitting them like that, that's cruel. That's wickedness. That is wickedness. That is wickedness. Wickedness. Highest order. That's wickedness. Okay. I don't know where you're watching us from. What's happening around you? What is going on? What is really going on? Okay. And people in Kenya, I would really like to find out what is happening in Kenya. What is really happening in Kenya? Because we're seeing a lot of improvement. We're seeing a lot of things, a good vibes coming from Kenya, things that Kenyans are doing, the government is doing, and which we other countries in Africa would like to emulate to know what is really happening in Kenya. What is it? The change of mindset. How did it start? What's really happening? Okay, what's happening in Kenya? Understand? Remember, this is gossip night, guys. We're discussing everything. What is happening around you? What is it that is happening around your area that you want us to talk to us about? You can call or you can put on the comment section. Let us know what is it. Understand what is happening. You know, things are like we discussed. Why parents can treat their kids like that? How can you maltreat a child? How can you smack a child to the extent of you cutting their back, cutting their back? What kind of anger? What is it that the child do? Understand that children sometimes, yes, they just some of them are naughty, some of them are like they have some bad behavior. Some of them are very like stubborn. Can use that word, but not to the extent of cutting their back, cutting their children back. And the mark will be there. The mark will never leave because it's there. Whenever they remove their clothes, you see the whole mark in the back. What is it that some parents are even using to to smack them or to flog them? It's that wickedness. That wickedness. That is wickedness. That is wickedness. Wickedness. The highest place. Okay. What is it that what is it? What is happening around your area? What is happening around you? What is it that happening? What is it happening? Okay. And then we as well, we're supposed to we have to look into most of our African countries, other neighboring countries, things that they are doing, if there are things that are doing right, that we have to emulate. Especially if you go to Kenya and Ghana, they're trying their best as well to come up. They're trying their best. The Ghana. Okay. In Nigeria, at the moment they're looking, I think they're going to do election. They're going to come in election very soon. And looking at the vibes and looking at the publicity and everything, maybe they will follow suit as well to bring change, to Africa, to bring change. Because if Nigeria change, if Nigeria government, if Nigeria as a nation change, it will reach everywhere in Africa. Especially it will reach everywhere in Africa. It will touch every nation in Africa. The impact we touch every nation in Africa before even we're talking about the world at large. You get me? So if they get if they get it right, if they get it right this time, a lot of things will change. A lot of things will change. A lot of things will change. You know what I mean? So what is it that Kenyans are doing that other African countries are not doing? Every time you open places, talk about Kenya, they have a lot of things to say, a lot of things about Kenya, a lot of things. Again, me, a lot of things about Kenya, which I would even like to look into it more and more to find out what is really happening in Kenya. The other countries, maybe we can even discuss that, most of them here, to find out what is really happening in Kenya. What are the things that they are doing in Kenya at the moment that other African countries are not doing? What are those things that Kenyans are doing? What are those things their government is doing that other countries are not doing in Africa? What are those things that they're teaching in school? What are those things they are doing in Kenya at the moment? That's what I'm trying to talk about. That other countries in Africa, they are not doing. Understand? I would like to even look into it more and more. I would like to find out because the little that I've noticed, the little things I've noticed in Kenya, the way they are going, they are leaving other African countries behind. They want to move as fast as possible. They are going. They have a target of where they're going, and they don't want anybody to distract them. Don't want anybody to push them back. The same with their citizens, all of them. They're trying to make a difference. You understand? So we will look into that more and more. I would like to look into that more. Okay, and if you have some friends in Kenya, if you have some maybe colleagues from Kenya that yes, try to find out what is it that they are doing that other African countries are not doing. You understand what I mean? And we will look into that, going forward. Understand? Okay. So that is it. All that we have for this evening. And those that are celebrated their birthday this evening, okay, like I said, happy birthday. And we we send out flyers. We send out flyers about our birthday, celebrating birthday with us here in nwAno. Okay, and most some people they ask the questions. What is it all about? Okay, it's nothing other the same thing we're doing. We All you have to do is what send the name of the person that is celebrating the birthday. You can send the name, just the name. We'll just show it on our live screen, or if you want to attach a picture, or if you want to put a note on that, you send the pictures to us on WhatsApp. We will carry on. We'll just do everything. We'll put the notes, the name, or whatever you want to put inside, any note that you want to put, we put that together. We show it like this, just like this on our live screen. Okay, if you want to call, you can as well call and wish the person happy birthday. You understand? That is it. So that's what we want to give to all our followers. You understand what I mean? So the same. You just call and wish happy birthday, or you can send it. We just share it on our live program. Okay. All right. Don't forget our Friday. Friday, we have a live program as well on Friday, and the topic we're discussing on this coming Friday is why do some families have many kids? You can see some families that you go to, you say to yourself, wow, there's a lot of family, a lot of kids in this family, a lot of them, a lot of kids in this family. And you start asking yourself, why do they have many kids? And you go some places, they have one, two. These ones, they have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sometimes. Okay. So why do some families have many kids? That's what we're going to discuss on Friday. So please put that in your diary the same way. It's a live phone in. Okay, we discuss. That's coming Friday. All right. So on that note, if you stay with us to this time, I will say thank you. I think moving forward, we're gonna make this better. Okay. All right. If we have suggestions or ways that we have to like improve on that, you can still send it to us. All right. Through email. You can send it to email nwAno@gmail.com, or you can send on WhatsApp, send a message. All right. So if you have questions as well, send it out there. I will reply you or I'll get back to you. Okay. So thank you. And I'll see you on Friday if God tarries. Then remain blessed.